Hello, hello. Hey, David. Hey, Bo. Hey, Westside. Hey, lurkers. How is everybody tonight? Hello. Sorry for the reschedule this week. My wife and I both got sick. And then I had to go get a shot to deal with a sciatica issue. I don't remember what it was called. It was basically like a muscle relaxant, anti-inflammatory thing. It's one of those shots you have to get in the backside. No, it wasn't cortisone. I think it started with like either a T or a P. Hey, MJ. But the doctor said it was like the equivalent of like super concentrated naproxen. It worked, so that's all I cared about. So it's not as bad as it was. So if I'm coughing during the stream, that's why, because we got respiratory infections. And let me tell you guys, having a sickness where you're coughing a lot while you have sciatica really sucks. Because every time you cough, it just sends a burst of pain straight down your leg. One of the downsides of getting old. Nice. All right, I'm going to give it just a few more minutes, then we'll get the beginning stuff out the way. Then I got something that was not on the list that it's from my personal collection that I got to sell because we need some extra cash. So I'm hoping one of you guys will be interested in it. So, all right, gonna give it like 4 minutes. Yeah, it always sucks. But, you know, when you have to weigh your collection versus making rent on time, there's really only one choice. Hey, Philip. All right, 2 more minutes. Indeed. Dave is here, man. One minute. All right, for anybody new, payments made via PayPal. Use cheapskatecoins@gmail.com and use goods and services only, please. We also have Cash App using the same email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. If you use Cash App, it will say Louis Gutierrez. That's me. You are in the right place. Shipping will be $6 to $23. $6 being a little purple bubble mailer, $23 being a large flat rate box. If you want your package sent registered, it is an additional $35 charge on top of that. It is the only way that you can ship packages through the, it's the only way you can insure coins all the way through the mail. And just keep in mind, if you have it sent registered, you will have to sign for it when it arrives. Make sure you check out our description section for all the rest of our policies. Here's our Facebook link. If you're on Facebook, go give us a follow. Today's lot list is on there. It is the top post. We do put the lot list on there every day we have a sale. We also have a mailing list. If you want to be on the mailing list, send me an email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. Say, add me to the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list, you will get the lot list a couple of days before every sale, and you have the ability to pre-purchase items from that list. Remember, it is first come, first serve, just like our sales. So if you see something you want, don't wait, jump on it. And we do not charge for pre-purchases until after the evening of the sale. So all invoices go out together. Oh, and if you're new, you can't get stuff tonight. You just have to send us an email by the end of the night. The email has to have your personal info, shipping info, your channel name, which payment method you're going to use, and what email you use for that payment method for invoicing purposes. If we do not get that email, you will not get anything. And we never ship without payment. We also hold packages. If you want to maximize your shipping, just let us know, hey, hang on to your package till you fill it up, and we will be happy to do that for you. Always best to send me an email to remind me just in case. So how is everybody? All right, so as I mentioned, I am putting an item from my personal collection. This was not on the list. I hate having to give up with it. This is one of my favorite. Oh, now that I already sold my Cleopatra coin, this was my favorite coin of my collection. But we have to make rent in 2 days, and we're a bit short, so I gotta sell it. Some of you have already seen this thing. So this is my Templar Knights silver coin. So this would have been back during the era of when the Templar Knights were protecting the people on their pilgrimage. Here's the Templar cross. So I'm hoping to get 150 for this. Somebody wants to be nice, add this to your collection and help us out make our rent. I figure somebody will want it because every time I've ever showed it, I've had at least 5 people ask me if I'm willing to sell it. It's a bit rough on that side. Anybody? You get an awesome coin, you get to help us out. And going to MJ. Thanks, MJ. We really appreciate the help, man. All right, couple quick things as always. We do have one of the 300 banknote albums still available, still sealed in the original plastic. It's $55 if anybody wants it. And we do still have the airtights, the universal airtights. These will hold everything from a dime to a silver eagle. It's 10 of them for $5, same price they've been for years. And then if anybody buys 3 or more bags, it makes it $4 a piece. I've got 16 bags available. So if anybody needs a banknote album or some airtights to protect your coins, let me know. But, all right, to the list. Kicking off with banknotes. Starting off banknotes tonight is a 1992 500 dinara from Yugoslavia. This is, hey, get off his face. This is an uncirculated note going for $2. Anybody? All right, moving on to the 1983 and 84 series. So this is only a 2-year series. 1 peso, Argentina, uncirculated. Going for $2. Anybody? Now we've also got the 1983 to 85 series 50 peso uncirculated. If anybody wants both, I'll give you $1 off. Get both for $3. Save yourself $1. Anybody? All right, moving on. Oh, Doug's grabbing that deal. Coming in right at the end. Congrats, Doug. All right, next up. Oop, let me mark those real quick before I forget. All right. Next up. 1973, 10 francs from France. Going for $4. Kind of cool when they went through this thing of getting, like, you know, really artistic with their banknotes. Just makes them look awesome. Alright. Moving on. I can do 3 on it. Going to Doug for 3. Congrats, sir. Yeah, they had about a 10 or 15 year that they got really artistic with their banknotes, and some of them look awesome. Next up, 1943 to 95 series, 5 piastres Egypt banknote. Going for $3. Yeah, usually they're pretty ratty. I love anything from Egypt. I have a fascination with ancient Egyptian history and the culture and all that. I don't know why. I've just always been fascinated by it. Alright, so there was a 7-year period they didn't use this version of it. And it was between 1945 and 52. It was this design for the Egypt piastre. And this was going for $3. Hey, this is apparently note 0 of 9. I don't know what that means. Anybody? Alright, moving on. One more banknote from Egypt tonight. It is 1985 to 1994 series. 50 piastres. This one's going for $2. If anybody wants all 3, do all 3 for $6. Knocks $2 off. Anybody? And Bo's taking that deal. Congrats, sir. Yeah, I've had that happen. Just look at it this way. Now you have them with different serial numbers. Why not, right? All right, next up, I've got 2 of these available tonight. These are 1978 to 84 1-pound banknotes from Britain. Got Sir Isaac Newton on the back there. Anybody? One going to Doug. I don't think this has serial numbers. Oh, yeah, they do. Six 5-2, 6-5-1. And then the CR24 is part of it. Last call. Anybody on the second one? $3. All right, moving on. Next up is a 1971 to 81 1-cent fractional note from Hong Kong. It's an AU. Going for $3. That fold line is the only thing wrong with it. Anybody? All right, moving on to the 1986 $10 from Hong Kong. Going for $4. anybody wants both, I'll do both for 6. Actually, I'll do both for 5. Save you $2. And Doug's taking that deal. Congrats, sir. All right, and the last banknote is a 1910 Red Seal, 100 mark, Germany. This is one of those big ones. I did not. Are they trying to actually finally do something with the dime? I still think they should just do like a nostalgia thing. You know, rerun the cat bus design for a bit, and then the seated design, and then the what was after seated, the barbers, then the Mercs. Anybody? This, by the way, is in a cutoff page protector, because this is one of those big notes. For those of you that like the really big banknotes. Sesquicentennial. Tell you what, anybody wants all 3 of the remaining banknotes? I'll do it for $7. That's $3 off. Anybody? All right, moving on. 2 medallions. So pretty soon, I'm probably going to be getting away from medallions unless they're like, you know, silver or just something like really really good. It's because hasn't been enough demand for it to keep getting them. So first one is the American Spirit. Remember 9/11 medallion. You want the German banknote? You got it, sir. Don't forget, mean one, you still got to pay your last bill. You haven't paid it yet. So you need to get that in. I sent you an email reminding you the other day. All right, moving on. All right, next up is 2 medallions that are from this series. So this one is the Edgar Howard. And this one is the Guillermo Washington. These are $4 each. If anybody wants both. Just because I'm trying to offload these. If anybody wants both, I'll do both for $5. I'll give you $3 off. And Westside's taking that deal. Congrats, sir. Thank you, sir. Next up, Lady Godiva proof medallion. Going for $5. I'll do this one tonight for $3. If anybody wants it for $3. All right, moving on to Lyndon B. Johnson Presidential Medallion. Over $4. I know, it's like the 5th time I've had that thing out. Nobody wants it. All right, moving on. To 1972 American Revolution Bicentennial George Washington. Over 4. All right, moving on. And from that same series, 1975 Paul Revere Bicentennial. Hey, Ronald. It's all good. I have it too. I know how it is. Tell you what. Anybody wants both? How about this? I'll do both for 4. And I've also got a basic American Revolution medallion. But I will throw that into the bundle. If for all 3, I'll make the bundle $6. Half off. Drops all 3 to $2 each. All right, moving on. Oh, Dandy Dave's taking that deal. Grat, sir. How you doing, sir? Okay. Why did my caps lock turn on? Go away. All right. Next up is the 2013 Bitcoin medallion. It's actually a very cool looking medallion. Be a cool piece for anybody who's into Bitcoin. Or give it to somebody as a gift that you know is big into Bitcoin. Yeah, it's still hot here. All right, moving on. Last one is the 2022 Buffalo Gold Coin gold-plated replica proof medallion. Tell you what, anybody wants all 5? I'm going to lose a little bit of money on this, but it's all good. Because I just want to get rid of them. All 5, $10. That again drops them to $2 each. That's what I paid for each one. So that's your Bitcoin medallion, Lyndon B. Johnson presidential, Lady Godiva, American Spirit remembering 9/11, and the Buffalo. All 5, $10. And MJ is taking that deal. Grats, sir. All right. All right, next up. All right, so I have 9 of these on the list. I can actually do a bunch more, so if anybody wants more. These are 1-pound bags of just mixed foreign coins. They're going for $15 a bag. And those of you that keep track of, buying world coin by the poundage, you know that, prices are starting to get upwards of like, 22, 25. I don't know, I guess the demand went way up for it or something. So they're $15 a bag. If anybody wants 3 or more bags, I will drop it to $12 each. And Bo's taking 3. And by the way, like I said, I can do a lot more than 9 bags. That's just what we put on the list. Shipping on 3, they'd be in a small flat rate box, so you'd be looking at $10.50 shipping. You know, plus obviously, you know, whatever else you stick in the box. Because just 3 of these wouldn't completely fill up a box. One bag going to Danny Dave. Anybody else? Here's another example of one. Ronald Smith's doing the 3 bags. So you're getting them for $12 for each bag. Anybody else? So yeah, here's another example of a bag. So last call on these. Anybody else? $15 for one. Or if you get 3 or more, it's $12 each. All right, we're going to move on. If anybody decides you want some of those, let me know. I could probably do upwards of like 30 bags, so if anybody wants a bunch, just hit me up and let me know how many you want. All right, next up. Got 3 of these on the list this week. These are the 10 large British penny bundles. They're $5 per bundle. Here's bundle number 1. You're getting 1902 King Edward. Oop, side flip. These are Britain. 1911. That was the first year of George the Older. 14, 18, 21. That one's got a bit of a woogering effect. 29, 35. That one's in good shape too. 38. 45. This one's still got some red on it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. That'd be like a red brown. And 48. Yeah, 4 of them will fit in there. So anybody on this bundle?
Well, it depends on how much has.
He doesn't have a package. Okay. So it'd be a brand new box with just those.
I think that it would fit more than that.
Yeah, Ronald, you could probably fit like 5 or 6 bags at least in one box. All right, this bundle's going to Doug. I love foreign coins too. Like, obviously I have my favorite countries, but honestly I collect all of them. I don't really
fit 8.
Okay, you can fit 8 of them in a small flat rate box. Angela just checked. All right, bundle number 2.
Actually,
By the way,
6.
if I remember right, all of these bundles are different. Okay, 6.
7.
7. Make up your
7.
mind.
All right.
Final answer?
Yes.
Okay, final answer. 7 can fit in one box. All of these sets, by the way, are different this week. So in this one, you're getting the 1904, 13, 17, 20, 28, 34, 37, 40, 46, and 49. Anybody on bundle number 2? Again, there are no duplicate dates in these bundles. So, Ronald, did you want one more? Or 2 more or 3 more? You got it, sir. Yeah, these are only 50 cents a coin for these bundles. One more bag going to Ronald. All right, moving on. And the final bundle. You're getting a 1903, 12. That one's got a die clash on the reverse. You can see his head in the reverse. 16. 19, also die clash reverse. So this one's got 2 die clashes in this bundle. 27. 31. 36. 39. 47. And 61. Just those 2 die clashes are worth $5. So that coin and that coin. Go into Bo. There's your $5, Bo. Those 2 coins. All right, if anybody decides you want that bundle that didn't sell, let me know. All right, next up, we got a little World Coin set of 6 coins from the year 2000. This is a 6-piece Winter Olympics 100 to 500 drachma Greece set. These are actually all 500 drachmas. So yeah, these are all 500 drachmas. One of them's just mislabeled. Let me fix that real quick. So 6 coins, 10 bucks. That's less than $2 a coin. As soon as I find my pen. He's apparently buried. Babe, can you hand me a pen? Yeah. I'll get that fixed. But yeah, so this is a very cool set. Of course, these are all beautiful BUs. And they did this set because, of course, the Olympic Games started in Greece. That was the birthplace of the Olympics. So in the year 2000, when it went back to Greece, they commemorated it with a coin set. Anybody? Yeah, I'm surprised nobody wanted this set. That's less than $2 a coin. Hey, Dandy Dave wants it. Grats, Dandy Dave. All right, next up, got 4 ancients going on tonight. First one is 359 to 336 BC, Kingdom of Macedonia. Philip II, 6.4 gram bronze coin. You got Zeus on the obverse. You got Soldier on the horse on the reverse. This thing is in really good condition. It's going for 85 bucks. Philip II, by the way, guys, was this was Alexander the Great's father. Look at the condition on this coin, guys. At 85 bucks, that is a steal. Kind of hard to see on there because it's so dark. But look at all that detail. This thing, in my opinion, would be worth submitting for grading. Honestly, all of them that I'm putting out tonight would probably be worth it. Anybody? Determined I'm going to get more of you guys into the ancients. They're just too awesome not to collect. moving on. Next one is 244 to 249 AD. Silver Antoninus Philip I, Roman Emperor. $50. This one, even if I had this one out at 75, that would still be a really good price on this coin. Man, nobody. All right, moving on. To 337 to 361 AD, Constantius Pius. It's a bronze Centenalis. And even with detail that good, I've got it at $25. Just because it has that tiny little corrosion spot on there. But this is still a great coin. And that is a screaming deal. All right, moving on. There's no love for ancients tonight. Check this one out. 591 to 628 AD. This is Kuso II. Sasanian king, Persian Empire. This was the second Persian Empire. This is a silver drachma. It is AU. Ah, and it's glaring out the camera. Check that out. This thing would be worth submitting for grading all day long. No, not the scope. Anybody? All right, moving on. All right. Honestly, if nobody gets those tonight, I'm probably going to have to sell them to Rick tomorrow because we need the money. So odds are those are not going to be available after this week. Was it considered cleaned? All ancient coins are cleaned. Every single one of them. There is no such thing as an uncleaned ancient coin. All right, next 4 coins are part of the set. 1992 Gibraltar Olympic set. We got the javelin, the discus, long jumper, and wrestling. If anybody wants the full 4 coin set, I'll do it for $12. It saves you $4. These are beautiful proof decams. They're all 1 crown coins. Anybody? $4 each or $12 for the full set. Hard to type with your nose. Going to Dandy Dave, Gratzer. All right, 2 World Silver. Kicking off World Silver is the 1994 $2 Royal Visit Bermuda 925 sterling silver proof. Only 10,000 of these were ever made. If you go with the thing of figuring, 80% of all world silver coins have been melted, I mean, it's probably only about 2 or 3,000 of these things are left. Going for $40. How many times do you guys think you're going to come across this coin? Wow, nobody. Alright, I guess nobody likes really rare coins. Moving on. Alright, 1971, 10 mark of Finland went in pre-sale. But the 1975 10 market is still available. 50% silver, Gem BU, 20 bucks. Is it? I don't know a lot about the place itself. It's a very cool coin, though. Alright, moving on. Next up is the 1993 200 forint. National Bank of Hungary, 50% silver proof. 30,000 of these ever made. Going for 30 bucks. Alright, moving on to the 1995 200 forint. This is the Deke Forents coin. 50% silver proof. Only 15,000 of this one were minted. Going for 30 bucks. If anybody wants both, I'll do both for 50. That knocks 10 bucks off. Hey, when you get a second, come here. This is still not charging. It's got the lightning bolt in there. I mean, it's still only at 16%, so it's only gone on 1%. Man, nobody. Alright, moving on. I just offered you both of those for less than the list price of one of them, and nobody wanted them. I see how it is. Alright, next up, Mexico. So the first three on Mexico went in pre-sale. So we are kicking off Mexico with the 1944 1 peso. 72% silver, extremely fine, 14 bucks. It said it was charging before.
I don't know why. I don't think that the cable is working.
And like I said, none of those work because that one doesn't have a USB end.
No, it's supposed to go right here.
Yeah, which means that your phone is charging that. Yes. When I plugged that in on that with that cable, it started draining my battery into that. You only are charging from this port or this port.
Okay.
The other two ports are to charge that battery.
Oh God.
Sorry, having a little charging discussion. But yeah, because the cable I've been using to charge my phone that's normally right here is just gone.
I don't know what you did with it.
I didn't do anything with it. I've always left it right there.
I didn't move it.
I just keep having stuff from in here disappearing. All right, moving on.
I did not move it.
To the 1956 10 peso. 90% silver, extremely fine, 28 bucks. That's not too far off for melt on that coin. So let's see. 1956, 10 peso. Current melt on this coin is $24.68 as of right now. So $3 and change over melt for this coin. Anybody? All right, moving on. To the 1968 25 peso. 70% silver or 72% silver, BU proof like, 25 bucks. Man, no love for world silver tonight. All right, moving on. Last one for Mexico, 1978 100 peso, BU. 72% silver, 28 bucks. All right, moving on. Next up is 1952 to 75, 5 kroner Sweden. It's technically the 1952, I think. Yeah, it's the 1952 TS. I don't know why it even said 75 on there. Why'd you put that on here, babe? 1952 to 1975. Why'd you put that on here? I don't know either. So ignore that part. You probably thought the dash TS was dash 75.
Yeah, probably.
Because my handwriting's kind of poop.
Probably.
So it's just the 1952. Let me fix that.
That's probably what it was.
Oh, good. I know my handwriting's kind of poop. I am fully aware. All right. Now it's right. 1952 TS. There we go. 5 kroner, 40% silver BU. NGC list is $50. We are doing 25. If it sounds like we're fighting, we're not. We're just both sick and grumpy. Yeah, maybe it would have just been quicker if I would have said, does anybody want to buy some world coin, and then just skip this whole section. Or some world silver. Alright, moving on. To the 1964 1,000 yen. From Japan. 925 sterling silver BU. $38. All right, moving on. To the 1967 10 lira Israel. 90% silver, Jim BU, $35. Hey, chef. Been the 10 peso, 25 peso, and 100 peso, and 64 yen. You got it, sir. That was 56.10. $25. The 100. And the Japan.
On my cable.
Give me a second, I gotta dig all those out again for him. I don't want your cable, I want to know where mine went.
I don't know.
And I want to know if those battery packs even actually work. Because if not, we need to be able to. Well, we threw the packaging away. We probably should have kept that, taken on it. So hopefully they aren't junk. Where did Japan go? There it is. All right, got it.
It's charging.
It said, like I said, it said charging before, but after 2 hours, it only went up 1%. So, if it's going to take 85 weeks to charge a phone, I don't qualify that as being an effective device. All right, moving on. To the 1968 10 Lyrit. So it is 93.5% silver. Gem BU. Just a smidge shy of 50,000 of these ever made. Over 35 bucks. If anybody wants both, I'll do both for 60. I did not see that. All right, Chef. Well, Chef, if you want the other one. Okay, cool. So Chef's getting the deal. All right. It worked out in the end, and you saved yourself 10 bucks. And Westside, thank you for pointing that out to me. Because I know sometimes I'm just a blind idiot. Next up, 1967 10 kroner Denmark. 80% silver Gem BU. 419,542 minted. But then the mint melted back down. 78,383 of them. Going for 35 bucks. Just gonna stop buying after the last coin. Yeah, definitely. Might as well take a good deal. Improved on my polishing. All right, moving on. Hey, I'm still waiting for you to do that. You've been saying you're going to do it for like 3 years. Waiting for you to do it. Next up, 1935 quarter rial from Saudi Arabia. 91.7% silver BU, 900,000 minted. Going for $6. The half rial went in pre-sale. So only the quarter rial remains. That's glaring out. There we go. Now you can see it. And going to Chef. Grat, sir. Next up, this is a Rick Snow coin. 1909 to 1911 design. This is a 20-cent coin from Kwangtung Province, China. Silver Dragon Cash. It's 80% silver, uncirculated, graded by Rick Snow. Going for $50. It's got some nice toning on it. There's your dragon. Lowest I could go, Aaron, would be 45. At $40, I'd lose money. So if you meet me in the middle, I'll do 45. Going to Aaron for 45. Grat, sir. All right. Next up, Panama. Last 3 world silver coins are Panama. $1943 quarter Balboa. 90% silver BU, $18. Going to Chef. Grat, sir. Then next up, at only a 500,000 mintage, the 1947 1 Balboa. 90% silver AU, $40. Going to Chef. Grat, sir. All right, final world silver coin of the night. The 1975 Balboa. 925 sterling silver BU, $40. Going to Aaron. Grat, sir. How many bags did I say would fit? 7. 7 of the foreign bags will fit in a small flat rate box. Now, granted, we could also put it into a padded flat rate mailer, which would be the same price. And that thing will fit like 15 of them.
But it'd be extremely heavy.
And by the way, if anybody wants the foreign poundage from back in the beginning, it's $15 for 1 bag, or if you buy 3 or more bags, you get them for $12 each. I had 2 more on the list, but honestly, I could probably fill like 20, 25 more. So, if anybody wants it, let me know. All right, next up. All right, I got 3 of these available. They're Proof 66 nickels, and then there's also a Proof 67 that's actually at the same price. They are graded by NGC. I only have 167. So there's 66 number 1. I'm just doing these all at wholesale price. Proof 66 number 2. Proof 66 number 3. And the Proof 67. $10 each. Anybody? This one's got cool color toning on it. The 67. All right, moving on. All right, then I've also got a couple of 63s. One is a Proof 64 and one is a Proof 65. They're both, and again, they're both $10 each. Wholesale prices. There's the Proof 64. And Proof 65. You got it, sir. By the way, if anybody was wondering, yes, all of the wheat cents and the Indian cents all went in pre-sale. All right, moving on. Next up. Is a 1963 Roosevelt dime. So it's 90% silver. Proof 65, going for $20. Anybody? All right, moving on to silver quarters. Yeah, it was a typo on the original list that went out. Luckily, nobody wanted it, so I was able to fix it. All right, we got a 2010 Hot Springs 90% silver quarter for 12 bucks. Proof decam. Tell you what, for tonight, I'll do this one for 10. Anybody at 10? Going to boat for 10. Congrats, sir. Next up, this is the Uber year for these, the 2012s Hawaii volcanoes. Choco Culture, El Yunque, Denali, and Acadia. All 90% silver proofs. For the full year set, I'm going to give you guys a better deal than I normally ever do on these. Full year set, 55 bucks. So if you buy the full year, that's saving you 35 bucks. By the way, if anybody ever wonders why these cost so much for the 2012s, the silver proof set itself is 180 bucks. Because it was a very low mintage. And Dandy Dave has been in the set. Congrats, sir. All right, and then also got 2014s. Great Sand Dunes. Great Smoky Mountains. Shenandoah. Arches. And Everglades. And then I'll also do a better deal than I normally ever do on this one too. I'll go 50 bucks for the year set. That's 20 bucks off. Anybody? All right, moving on. And then 2014, I've also got a couple that are not silver. But they are PCGS graded proof 69s. It's the Arches and the Great Sand Dunes. Or I'll do both for 16. So if you get both, it makes them $8 each. Saves you $4. Anybody? All right, moving on. Next item up is a 1961 Franklin half-dollar gem-proof cameo. Going for $75. Graded and attributed by Mr. Rick Snow. Let me correct that real quick so it says cameo. There we go. Now that way you know it's a cameo. Check that out. How often do you see them looking like that? For tonight only, this is my break-even price. For tonight only, I will do this coin for $60. $15 off. Anybody? All right, moving on. Next up, we got some Morgans. The cracked planchet one went in pre-sale. But we do still have the key date. Oop, that's a typo. It's supposed to say 1882, not 1982. There we go. 1882S. Graded by Mr. Rick Snow. This is a series key date. We're supposed to say 1892. Ugh. Things all over the place tonight. Sorry, guys. One more correction. There we go. Final answer. 1892. There we go. 1892 San Francisco. Anybody? I really shouldn't do this, but for this week only, I'll go 110. Rock bottom price for that coin, 110. Going to MJ for 110. Congrats, sir. Next up, 1878 San Francisco Morgan. Extremely fine, 40 bucks. You are very welcome, sir. Alright, moving on to the 1886. This one's in a BU. 60 bucks. Alright, moving on to the 87 plain date BU, 60 bucks. Tell you what, anybody wants both BUs? This will be my last big deal for the night. $100. It saves you 20 bucks. And MJ is taking that deal. Makes them a flat 50 bucks each. MJ beat you to it, Dandy Dave. And then last one is 1896. This one's an AU for 45 bucks. Actually, I'll do one more deal. Anybody who wants the 96 and the 78, which would have been 85 bucks. I'll do 70 bucks for both. And MJ's taking that deal too. Congrats, sir. MJ's all over them deals tonight. All right. All right, last coin of the night. And then we'll do the recap. $1972 Ike dollar. That's supposed to say 40% silver, not 90. PCGS Mint State 67. 28 bucks. Mint State 67 is where you're getting into the really respectable grades. All that you're seeing on there, that's on the slab. That's not on the coin. You could polish that off. Anybody? It doesn't rattle in it. But it looks like it is from that era. Going to Bo. Congrats, Bo. All right, recap. All right, the only two banknotes we have left are the Yugoslavia uncirculated 1992 500 dinara and the one of the 1978 to 84 British £1 notes. Anybody on those? All right, again, if anybody else wanted the £1 bags of foreign coins, 15 bucks for one bag, or it's, if you get 3 or more, it's 12 bucks a bag. Honestly, I could probably do like 20 more bags. Did I ever put that 7th bag with him? Because he added one more.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So if anybody wants some of these, let me know.
That's 25. We got to do up 2 more.
Sorry, 5. That's what he did. 5 of them. All right. The one set of the British large pennies that did not sell. The 10 British large pennies for $5. And then all 4 of the ancient coins are still available. Did anybody want to see the ancients again, or anybody know that you wanted to buy one?
No. No. Let's go.
All right, Royals or World Silver, the 1994 $2 Royal Visit Bermuda, 925 sterling silver proof at only 10,000 minted is still available. I can do 35 on that one, Doug. That one I just said is going to Doug for 35.
The Bermuda. Right.
Huh?
Bermuda.
Yeah. And Doug, don't forget you're also getting charged your total from last week as well tonight. That you carried over till the 1st. All right, 1975 10 mark of Finland, 50% silver Jim BU. Anybody on that one? All right, we had the still available.
The Denmark coin? Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second.
I did not mean to toss it at you.
This is the Denmark one, West Side. $1967 Jim BU satin, low mintage. Even more of them were melted back down by the mint. 80% silver and 35 bucks. Going to West Side. Gratzer. I need to find that one. Where is it? There it is. All right, so this is one of the deals that I did. It's still available. This was the 2 Hungry coins. 30,000 minted on that one. 15,000 minted on this one. And Dandy Dave just came in and said he's doing the deal. So 50 bucks for both.
For the Hungry. Right.
Yeah. All right, Mexico. The only coin available still for Mexico is the 1944 1 peso. 72% silver EF. 14 bucks.
I tried. Yes, no, maybe so. Going once.
All right, and then the 1952 TS 5 kroner Sweden, 40% silver BU. Danny Dave is binning the... Danny Dave, I assume you're binning the peso. That's the one on camera. So the peso going to Dandy Dave. This one actually just be easier for me to do this. So NGC list on this one is $50. We're doing it for $25, so you're getting it for half list.
Sweden.
This one is still available. Tell you what, I'll do this one even better tonight. For the next 30 seconds, I'll do 20 bucks on this one.
Someone better jump on.
$20 seconds.
Danny
Dandy Dave. All right.
Finland.
The Jefferson Nickels.
Did you already do Finland?
Yeah. The 1961 Jefferson Nickels that are NGC graded. And the 63 nickels that are NGC graded. And then the 1963 Roosevelt dime, proof that's NGC graded, are all still available. So there's the dime, nickels, and the quarters that are still available from those. These are PCGS graded. Anybody want the slabs?
Oh my god, I just cracked all the slabs.
Alright, and then the only other thing left still available is the 2014 Silverproof quarters and the Franklin. You guys are actually really close to the first sellout in a while. 2 banknotes and a handful of coins.
Plus this.
We can look real quick. Just a reminder to everybody, because we did the stream on Thursday, we will not be doing any shipping this week. So packages will all carry to next week.
A little bit. But you can go to a small...
Hey, we appreciate that, man.
But you can go to a
How much?
padded. A little bit.
Fill the board, you can fit a little bit more coins in there.
Granny has some coins already there.
You wouldn't be able to fit anything big unless we take it out of the box and put it into the padded flat rate.
Yeah.
Which would be the same price. Yeah, we both got a respiratory infection. Angela's is worse than mine. So, all right, last call on everything.
But I've also still had mine for a week.
Oh, and I did a deal on this one for this week only. I dropped it from 75 to 60. So if anybody wants the deal on that one, for this week only, 60 bucks.
You better jump on it.
It's 15 bucks off for a proof cameo. That is really good.
That's a funny one.
Last call on everything.
Oh, we're trying. You're welcome.
All right. Just pack that 20 Balboa good when it goes. We always do.
Sorry about that.
And if anybody can pay by tomorrow night, that would really help us out.
Yes.
Because we got to get our rent.
Have a
But give us a
good
bit.
night,
We'll get our invoices out. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for coming out. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. Which will be, I believe, yeah, it's the first. That'll be the first sale of September. So I'll see you all next month.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll be not sick, or at least a lot less sick by then.